Cheers.
Hi. All
No,
right, go.
I go first. My name's Brad, and I make windshields. I also made a few kids along the way too, but that's a whole nother story.
A few?
2, plus that one. Remember my moneymaker?
Yeah, because I don't do anything for you.
My favorite. You take care of my favorite kid.
Oh, glorified
So
babysitter.
Alex is going to introduce why we're here today, but we're here today enjoying this afternoon and just being who we are. So it's kind of like our podcast, only not.
No, it's really just more like
you
everyday
wanna do it?
life of working with your dad.
Do you want to do that again? Or are we good?
No, I think we're fine.
All right.
I don't think it'll get any better.
You're doing the intro.
It could get worse. All right, guys, so it's been probably way too long.
I picked the shirt first, so that's why it's Bopsy's. Whatever.
You said everybody had to wear this shirt today.
True. Well, usually I don't wear a shirt, but
Anyways, it's been way too long. We are here finally to answer your social media questions. And I have a lot of them, so thank you all for submitting them. I'm excited to read them, a little terrified to read them because as I was reading them on social media, there was a lot about his hair. So let's get in. Let's dive in.
let's just get right to it.
I need like one of those hats. Pick a card. Oh! You don't get it back.
Yeah, I do.
Fluff the hair.
How about the hat back?
Okay. Question number 1. And we're gonna, unless they're really good, we're gonna try to rapid
Hold on.
fire. We've got a lot of questions.
I don't think
You don't
no,
get to read
I'm
it.
gonna show you something. You guys won't remember. You won't remember this. You don't remember this, but here it is. The world's best formed and post-coated polycarbonate.
That's not a question.
Johnny Carson used to do that. He would answer it before he read the question. Do you know who Johnny Carson is?
The name sounds vaguely familiar.
All right, go ahead.
All right, question number 1. What is your coolest project? Let's say in the last 10 years.
Oh, don't do that. Because then I got to do
You get one.
Disney.
Which Disney?
Well, you said one.
Disney what?
World.
No. Not where do you want to go on vacation? We make multiple projects for Disney.
Without question, the coolest. Oh hell, there's a lot of cool things with Disney, but without question, the coolest is the monorail in Florida. Now, the monorail in California is a better window. It's a better design. It's cool because we started with the art director and we did it from there. But the monorail in Orlando was going down. They used to do it in acrylic. We did it, and it was awesome. I spent about 13 months, a little over a year, flying down. Northwest had a flight from Indianapolis. I'd fly down third shift because each one's a little different. I'm not going to say why. Not our windows, the monorails. And
It's always
so,
the metal people.
what's that?
So it's the metal people, the fabricators. Sorry.
Yeah. Did you lean in and whisper because it's right here? You're like.
It was more of like a hint of a.
So I would fly down there, and it leads me to a quick story. I'm going to give a quick story on this because I would go down there and have to fit every window in. 24 windows, 12 up front, 12 up back.
Are you talking about the?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm flying down there, and here's the thing. The transportation shop at Disney is the only union part, or at least it was in the day, the only union shop.
And this is what year?
Oh, fudge.
Let's
2003, 2002.
perspective to this. 2002. Okay.
Perspective, yeah.
Early 2000s.
More than 10 years. That's why I couldn't do the 10-year thing.
I was 7.
Okay. So
Oh, I just gave away my.
I would fly down, but I have to take my tools. I'd have to take all of my power tools with me because they wouldn't let me use tools. And I'd get one Imagineer, and I believe the guy at the end, my name sometimes slipped, was Quan. He was fantastic. He was an awesome human being. Wasn't very big. That comes into play here in a minute. And the guys at the shop didn't like me because they would take a quarter of their year to put the windows in. And so it was a great, in between their card playing, they just did that. Well, I came in with a solution, we're getting it done, but I had to fit each one in. So I had to hand trim it, tweak it in, and this is a giant wraparound window. And,
Massive.
And Quan wasn't quite always big enough to help me because you got to hold it in place and do some things, some funky things. So, of course, the shop foreman and 2 of his minions are up there. Now, we're 3 stories up almost on the scaffolding. And I was a little more aggressive back then. I'm kind of laid back now. But so I'm up there and I'm marking it. And all I need is one more hand to hold it in. I can make a mark, I can sand it, I can get back on the airplane, and I can be home by 7 a.m. And so I asked one of the gentlemen, could you put your hand up there and hold it?
And he said, nah, man.
No, that's not what he said.
Nah, brah.
No.
Florida.
He said, fuck you.
Oh.
To me.
I went asterisk on that
over
one.
Quan, got him by the throat, and we start going towards the stairwell. And his other two guys start pushing back. We're close enough it's hard to swing, and poor Quan is literally in between us, shoving away. So he gets to calm down, and I'm like, I'm out of here. I can't, this tension's been building up for about the past 4 months. So I walk down, I get my stuff together, I get to my convertible Mustang, because I always run into convertible Mustang, it's a long story too. And then I realized, I'm gonna be careful here. My dad was gonna be so disappointed in me for losing my cool. It was my control not to react to that person, and I did.
You can only control yourself.
And I thought, I'm just disappointed. My dad's gonna be mad at me, but that's fine. And I let him down. I was gonna let the company, the project down, everything down. So I'm a Zig Ziglar fan, and I drive back by, so I go out what I call the bad entrance, the back of Disney, and there's the Orlando Ale House right there, just off 4. And it's about, I don't know, 1:30, not quite closing time in the morning. So Zig Ziglar said a lot of great things, but find a way to go the extra, find a way to go extra, find a way to do something different, make a bad situation right, do something. So it hit me. And what's funny was I had to, if I was gonna spend a lot of money, Mom wanted to know in the credit card. So I go in and I get the manager, I'm at the bar, I go, how many wings do you have? Well, they come in 6, 9, or 12. Like, that's what I said. How many wings do you have? You can get 24. No, how many wings? Do you have? I don't know. Comes back, I don't know, about 300. I'll take them all. What? I'll take them all. Like,
very hungry.
Do I have to do this in triplicate every time? So he did all about 300 wings. Got them all loaded up in the little travel things. I said, I'll bring them back. So I got all the delivery things. So I drive back through the Bat Cave entrance, and I walk into the shop. Now, Quan's gone. I have no escort now. I walk in the shop, and there's about, because maintenance worked that night, I got about 12 or 14 of them, and they're up on the rack, touching my window and doing stuff, but they walk in, and the tension is like...
Ready to fight.
It's like... Yeah, it's like a Western. But I got my hands full of these heater boxes. I don't say a word. I walk over, I take all the wings out, scoop the stuff back up, drop them off, maybe had a beer or two, went to the airport, got home, 7:30 a.m. Don't have any other communication except for Quan confirms I'm coming back down again in 3 weeks or whatever. So I load up my tools, I get on Northwest, I fly back down there, I get there at night, and I walk in, and big old boy's waiting for me. Okay, let's just fight now. Just get this shit over with so I get to work, right? And he goes, don't even bring your tools, man, you can go to the crib. So I got my union card at Disney. It cost me 300 wings, sucking up a little bit of pride, and realizing that our job, my job, our windows, our reputation is more important. So that's the coolest window.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, we're gonna get through like 12 of these, so yeah, just keep them coming.
All right, question number 2.
Wait, are you gonna answer your favorite project?
My favorite project. I'll come back to you. I gotta think about it.
Like,
I have 30 projects on my board right now.
some of you have been asking, well, we'll wait. They may ask about my cigar.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll ask. We'll wait. Okay. My favorite project's probably been.
I know what I think it is.
What do you think it is?
LA Metro.
That was the biggest purchase order I've ever received that I was
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Very cool project, very interesting dynamic to work through. I'm looking at in here all our stuff.
Quit cheating.
I am cheating.
Gotta have one.
Probably the Volvo. The 3-piece Volvo to a 1-piece is like this.
No question.
Working with Ryan Bowden.
Do you want that story now or later?
Later,
right.
because this is a question. This is
Okay.
an interesting question. It's to me.
Oh, well, then let me read it.
That's right.
No. But her dad's. But her.
What if the price is right?
But her dad will.
Okay.
Alex, can you deliver the window personally? No. Her husband Robert, her brother Bo, and I will be more than happy to deliver it. I'll even wear a bikini.
What you don't want you? Oh. Well, no extra cost there.
I do tips.
If you don't necessarily want me to deliver the window because I'll deliver it, I'll do a little Vanna White and then I'll leave. If Rob delivers it, your odds are you'll get it installed.
And Bo and I will smoke a cigar and watch him do it.
Is he gonna be the bikini then?
Robert?
Yeah, like the car washes.
I think we all could. We could pull it off.
We could do a heavy equipment wash.
And you know what we can do?
We do a fundraiser for a nonprofit and we do a heavy
it would
equipment
say,
wash.
Topless heavy equipment wash. And we won't wash the top unless they pay more. It's all fundraiser.
All right, next. I actually kind of like that idea. Oh, okay. Now try to keep this one under 60 seconds because we have a lot to go through. What made you start making windows for heavy equipment?
Time doesn't start till I talk. What made me start?
Yeah. The need.
The need. Yeah, I mean,
The demand.
it was simply the need. I was dumbfounded. We were doing skylights. And everybody's like, oh, skylights, polycarbonate, skylights, polycarbonate. I'm like, whatever. It's like falling off a wagon. I said, but that glass sucks.
What was the first part? The first heavy equipment front windshield you made?
Bobcat
Or door.
G.
Ah, that's right. Was it the clampy one?
Yeah,
I think of it like
that
a crab.
wasn't our design, but the clampy one. Yeah, it was the absolute need. It's the same thing that started with race cars. There was a need because glass sucks. Glass is kind of like, I don't know, maybe the LA Lakers and you're a Boston Celtics fan.
Yeah,
I don't know.
don't follow that a whole lot.
No. I could say some other stuff.
All right, next.
But yeah, it was the absolute need.
Okay. Yeah, demand in a good market brings business. Okay. Brad. That's him. Is your hair permed?
No.
That's the truth.
And in fact, if you're out there watching, Virginia, for 20 years, did my hair, and she will defend it. She's retired now, but she'll whoop your ass if you say that.
Well, she wouldn't give a referral
No.
to somebody because she didn't want to be responsible if
For my
somebody
curls.
messed up your hair.
So no, it's been like this, but I'm gonna tell you what. So I got my hair done where a lot of old women get their hair done. And old women get away with, they always walk up and touch my hair.
Old women can get away with anything.
Yeah. And then they would ask her, they would go, is that a perm? And Virginia like, oh, it is not. That is his natural hair. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, we talked about actually getting her to say this on camera because I think that was the #1 question across all of Instagram. And people still, we've corrected it, Melissa's corrected it, and still, nice perm, nice perm.
Well, you know, growing up though, in the 70s, I wanted to feather my hair.
Of course you did. Grass is always greener.
I wanted it, and they wouldn't feather.
What is the grass is always greener?
Yep.
So, where's I going with that? Oh, speaking of old ladies getting away with everything, I was thinking about that. You know, Mamaw's mighty but small.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of old ladies, you think they're smaller, they can kind of get away with murder. I'm going to be like that 5'10", like monster grandma that's not going to be able to get away with anything.
That's creepy, yeah.
I'm going to be the creepy one.
It's like when you play basketball, you just fouled. As soon as you walked on the court, they're like, oh, foul number 21.
Or 30. All right. This is not a question.
Is
Okay,
it
but this
a
is a good one.
recipe?
First ingredient, Lexan. Second, no. You can make your own window out of Lexan, which would be bulletproof all by wait.
Whoa, what?
Oh no, this is a statement. This is a statement. No, not that. Not that
Okay.
one. Not you're going the wrong direction. This is a statement that we would like to address.
Oh, okay.
You can just make your own Lexan,
Gotcha.
being an individual. You can go to Menards, which is bulletproof. I'll address that. All by yourself for a lot less money.
Okay.
Try to keep it under a minute. Go.
Yeah, try to. First off, no such thing as bulletproof. There's ballistic rated windows, and no monolithic standard extruded polycarbonate has a ballistic rating. It's going to have to be a laminate, a layup of polyacrylic, polyclad glass, a lot of different ways. The Beast for President Trump's side windows are about this thick of glass and some other things in there.
We've
We're not
seen
sure.
them.
So to give you an idea, that's what the far end is. There's a 3/4 laminate. There's an 1.25 inch laminate is a level 3, which will take a 5.56, a 223, 5.5 round right there. So there is no such thing as bulletproof. So you can go, I'll give you an idea. You can go to Menards, buy a sheet of Lexan, even if you can find the coated stuff or whatever, put it out, put it in there, use some staples, tacks, whatever, and you're going to get what you get. And you're going to save a little money, but you're going to cost you a lot down the road. It's kind of like thinking, why am I buying a new tire when I could just go get some rubber and put it around a spindle and put it on my car?
I was thinking it's more like, why hire an electrician in my new construction of my house build when I can watch YouTube
There you go.
and wire my own house?
Right, especially a plumber. You'll never have to fix your own plumbing, I promise. And to do a 3-way switch, so my buddies are electricians, but we'd been drinking as we did the
You
basement.
did do your own.
And we got confused on the 3-way switches to the point we had to call his dad, and his dad yelled at us for doing electricity while drinking.
No,
And I'm like, huh, it's probably a smart idea.
probably.
Long time ago.
All right. How long has your longest employee worked here? What does he or she do? Second question. Second
My
question.
longest employee has been with us pretty much from the onset. We don't hire family, my dad always said, but his first hire was his nephew. And what he does now for you is he does a lot of our custom craft projects. What he did for me and with me over the years, and people may take this wrong, but I have a brain and 2 hands worth of skill. Joe has a brain and 2 hands worth of skill. When we started conniving together on how we're going to really form heavy gauge, how we're going to coat heavy gauge, how we're going to do everything with it, it was like we had 3 brains and 8 hands.
You guys are kind of the yin and yang, the
Yeah.
engineering and the art.
And we never said no to each other. We never shot down an idea to each other. We spitballed a lot, and then we just tried it. And we failed, but we learn and learn. And very seldom did we make the same mistake twice or the same failure twice. And, you know, we learned so much, and I could say so much what we learned, but that's what he did for me. He allowed the things in my mind. He used to say, he goes, you can see it, can't you? And I'm like, I can see it. And then his hands could take what I saw and start to get it that direction. So it was a great collaboration.
Yeah.
And he just
Today he does a lot of our kind of custom one-off projects, real funky things that are just going to stay in engineering. They would never, move to
Yep.
mass production, and they're unique. Some giant bubble skylights for a university.
Yeah.
He just did. He's done some stuff for the Air Force. So some really cool stuff, which are right up his alley.
Yep.
All right, great
That's a good question though. He's been with us 50 years.
He has. Well, 49 and
Wow.
change.
At that point.
All right, 3 questions left.
3 to go.
I'll let you answer, and then I can answer this one possibly.
Oh, you go first.
What?
You want to go first on this one? No, I'm going first.
Well, you've got more. You know what's interesting about this question is you have not only your parents, but then me. So you're like in that middle when it comes to this.
And my wife.
And your wife. So what is the most challenging part of being in a family business, and even as part of the family?
As if that's not a redundant question. So it is Sierra Nevada, I believe. It could be Leinenkugel, but I think it's Sierra Nevada.
It's Sierra Nevada. No, it's yeah.
Their beer can says family owned and argued over for, we would say, 50 years. My employees respect me. My family wants to fight with me all the time. No, I'm kidding.
It's like
No.
we work really well together.
Actually, we do. No, the challenge, all of us said, my dad was adamant about one thing. Adamant to the point that it was a little frustrating to me. We were not allowed to speak work outside of this building. And understand, when we were building our house, I was living in his basement.
Oh gosh.
And if we're working on this exciting stuff and I just got back from Disney and I want to tell him about it, he's like, we're not at work. I'm like, but
There's no time when you're at work to actually talk about it.
sometimes right. But really, to me, the most challenging part of family is being able to shut it off, because you have to every now and then and just be a family. And that sometimes has been one of my problems, because I love what I do so much. I don't really ever care to shut it off. Actually, I do as I get older, not shut it off, but I like to slip away and do a little bit of mental rehabilitation. But when I was your age, I didn't want to shut it off. Every day was a fight, and I just loved that fight.
Certain fights I enjoy. Some of them not so much, depending on the fight. I would say for me that's a big challenge is shutting it off. I would also say that it's not just shutting it off, but it's, okay, our last trip, it was a hybrid. Like, vacation itself, like taking a true step away is usually with you guys. We're going to talk, but we enjoy it. So there's not a negative there, in my opinion.
And we can't pass up that big dealership. Like,
no, we have
really,
to
we're not going to be
calls.
here again. We got to
No,
go talk to them.
honestly, the biggest true challenge that I would say is trying to make sure that as we grow and develop and roles start to shift and get defined differently, and we have to adjust to what the company needs based on where we're at, right, and where we're trying to drive it to. I think vision is a hard thing as a family, making sure across the board that we're all united and understanding the vision and the direction and the next step.
Sometimes.
I think because each of our roles are so different, I think yours and ours are similar in regard, and yours and Rob's are similar in regard, but all four of us have such different roles to play. We kind of get lost in our own woods sometimes.
Absolutely.
And that can be a challenge.
And you don't communicate as well with your family often as you do your employees.
No, and I'll be real, it's harder to have composure towards family, right? Like there's a professional boundary, and it's hard to keep sometimes. You don't really hold it at all.
It'll get better when you get older.
I feel like it's already gotten better. Okay, 2 more questions. What is your don't
move.
Don't you
Don't move.
dare. We're like coming right back at you. What? I would. One time, he tried to steal one of my waffles growing up, and I legit stabbed him with a fork.
You know what? I didn't so much
Never
as flinch.
touched. Bullshit.
You ran like
You were so mad.
You ran like
I also
a rabbit.
hit you one time. You scared me when I was sweeping, and I actually smoked you with a broom once. And I dead-legged you in middle school.
Okay, the dead leg pissed me off.
He fell right out of the chair.
I'm still. She goes, "Oh, Dad, look what they're doing in school." I'm like,
It was a thing.
I'm gonna get up in a few minutes. Then you're in trouble.
I was in the woods by then. What is your favorite story where your window potentially saved a life?
All right, we can go there right now.
Try to keep it under a minute because I have another one.
Okay, under a minute, I will. It's been the most current, but I've got 2. And one isn't heavy equipment though. The first one is Antron Brown, 4-time NHRA top fuel drag champion. 2012, he had a wreck in Atlanta, and that's our canopy, and a piece of metal came off the front of the car, hit it. There is just an itty bitty slight crack even, and he stands there at trade shows. We have it on display, and he says if it wasn't for the canopy, he would have been killed. And so that is just, it's awesome that he's still out there thriving and still loving our canopy, and he's just a good friend, and he's a great ambassador for both his sport, everything he touches, and for us. But just recently we had a customer, David in Florida, who literally had the piece from his
Still in the Kubota.
yeah,
Or still in the Bobcat.
his cutter broke off into the window. He had just gotten it, and about 4 hours after he'd installed it, he gets hit with that. We're going to be displaying it. It got heat melted and gouged. This was
It's
coming
brutal.
in the foot poundage, the heat, the velocity was terrifying. And the window is just fine, but more importantly, David is still having
Still
a great
working.
time working. He's got the same machine I have, so it's identical to my window, is a window he has, and it saved his life. So that's the current thing. You know, we hear about it, those stories, and that's why I tell everybody that's really why we do what we do. You know, yes, we have to make a living for this salary, families, our community, and all that. Then we've got to be a viable business. But at the end of the day, if all we did was make a widget and try to beat some other guy because we wanted to be cutesy or competitive or whatever, that's not. This is something that we put our name on, and our team, our employees, are proudly part of that name. And this name means something. It means that someday, if need be, we might just save your life.
You know, just a little commercial snippet thrown in there.
No, me?
You know.
A commercial?
You know. Elevator pitch. You know, like the classic
Yeah.
1970s elevator pitch.
You want
Which
to hear it?
they just destroyed him in DC when the youngsters were trying to get your marketing spiel, and you went straight to your elevator pitch. I was dying.
They could. Okay, their combined age wasn't as old as me, but
All right. Last question. I'd like to answer this as well. What are you?
just see what time it is.
Okay. Mine's a little easier. What are you most proud of when it comes to the family business?
Well,
Pick one.
no,
Joking.
it didn't say pick one. Well, I'm obviously most proud of the product, okay, and what that means, significance. But what I'm most proud of is the same thing that terrifies me, is what it's done for our family. And the scary part about owning a small business is you just don't know what 2 weeks can bring. You just don't. So that keeps you up at night a little bit.
Yeah, that's where your faith comes into play.
It always, yes, it does. But the most proud of for this family business is what we mean and what this community has meant to us. And you know, I'm very proud of Martinsville. I'm very proud that we're part of Martinsville. And you know, we're almost all Indiana made. All of our products come from Indiana, but we are almost completely Martinsville driven. And with 70 employees or whatever it is today, depending on who called in. Just very proud of that, and I just, very proud of that. Yours?
I would have to say, so I've only been here 5 years full time, but I would have to say all of those things I could say ditto, completely agree with.
Then
But
come
I
up with your
won't.
own
I
answer.
am coming up with my own answer.
Well,
I
should have went
am,
first.
Me? No.
We can do it again.
No.
Let's do another take. You try.
No. I am most proud of the growth and the development, and not just with the company. I am proud of watching our people grow, watching them develop and take on a challenge and own it. I mean, if you walk through this place today, now granted it's very clean today, you walk through this place today, and I took you
Clean every
back
day.
5-10 years and walked through, you feel this maturity, I think, in a sense of.
That's how they describe me a lot.
There's a maturity in a sense of focus on not just, we've got the right people in the right places, so we're not just focusing on rushing this certain project through. We're maintaining all across the board our high standards with our core values and making sure that we're constantly developing and growing and changing, doing all the things that we need to stay relevant and ahead of the industry. And that is exhausting.
It is, and for you it is. You've brought about a professional discipline to us as far as professional discipline in your roles, and the definitions and finding the right people to fit those, and they're doing so great with it. And it's funny, as I think about that, I was a football coach, I was a disciplinarian. When it comes to how we form, how we coat, how we handle it, how we do all that, when it comes to making my baby, I'm as disciplined as they come. I don't have wiggle room. I have no tolerance. But when it came to everything else, I'm kind of a free spirit, a bit.
Yeah,
And you're
I'm
not.
about sustainability.
Right. So you've done a great job in instilling that here. And I'm even so much more disciplined now. It's unreal. In fact, people think I'm a little boring.
Yeah, you walk into that office and you're like, you are the just epitome of organization.
No, I'm organized. Do I ever lose it?
No, you walk into your office and it looks like somebody was rummaging for something and tried to steal it.
That's
like
because,
you have been like
your
invaded.
intern goes through my shit all the time.
Don't point your fingers at her. This has happened
Whatever.
since I was little.
Whatever.
Playing with the little cars on your shelves. All right, that is our questions. Do you want to?
Yeah, I do want you guys
A lot
were
of
asking.
people asked. A lot of people made comments about you
Yep.
not being able to put your cigar down. Some people thought it was fake too. So
Fake
it's
cigar.
not. I can smell it.
Now, so it's a La Aroma de Cuba. It is a Churchill length. It's a San Andreas wrap. Now, I order most of mine from Thompson Cigar.
No, we will not ship a
No.
cigar with a window. I really don't know if we can.
No, I'm not going to say no, we won't. Hold
No,
on.
because they need to come here to say hi to us.
There we go. So, and a lot of people talk about Cubans. Never had a Cuban because it's not legal. Anyway,
Nope.
in the islands it is. But my cigar lovers out there, and you buy my window, I'd be more than happy to share a cigar with you. In fact, I'd be honored to. So we'll figure out how to do that.
Or if you got utilities,
But
the
for-
utility show
we
this
got
year.
shows and stuff like that. But for me just to ship you a cigar, I can do that. That's fine. But then you're going to have to at least Zoom call me. You guys got to set up Zoom for me.
We don't use Zoom.
Whatever it is.
Teams.
Teams. Because I don't want to just give you a cigar. I want to share a cigar. Cigars would be shared. And if you're a cigar person, you know that. Okay? Cigar time is to be a shared time. So
You better block out 2 hours.
for a short cigar. So, but that's why I like to do it. The other thing is, I'm fortunate with our bourbon. We enjoy spirits. I sound like I drink all the time, but no, I'm drinking less. My doctor, she made me. But it's something to have some shared experiences, and I would love to do that with my customers. In fact, I'd rather do that with my customers than my poker playing buddies because they're no fun.
Well, so if you're going to be at the Utility Expo this year, Performance Racing Industry, PRI this year, which will be a
Con
little
Expo.
harder, or Con Expo next spring in Vegas, please let us know. Hit us up. We'd be happy. We'd be happy. He'd be happy.
Oh, I'd be very
to share
happy.
a cigar with you. I'll stick to my beer.
And they would probably like it because I would leave the booth and I would,
Cheers.
take all the sales from them.
Uh-huh.
Cheers. Thank you
Stay
guys.
safe.